Good afternoon, folks. So today is November 25th. It is exactly 1 month right before Christmas and 2 days before Thanksgiving. And as many of you know, tomorrow is the busiest travel day of the year for our country. And guess what? We have a winter storm that is going to make its presence known in and around the northern mid-Atlantic states, going into the northeast and parts of New England, mainly right along the coast and parts of the interior northeast. But let's break it down for you on the timing and how much snow is expected to fall during the day tomorrow, Wednesday, again, the busiest travel day of the year. So right now we have pretty much clear skies to about cloudy skies in and around parts of the northeast, going from DC all the way up into Maine. However, that is going to change, and it actually is fairly mild today. It's in the mid to upper 50s for most places right along the coast. However, we are going to have a cold front, or just pretty much cold air, start to filter in during the nighttime hours and going into the daytime tomorrow. So tomorrow for most places are going to only be in the middle 30s and upper 30s for high temperatures. Now the rain is going to start from the southeast. Pretty much a coastal low is going to develop right off the Carolina coast, and it's going to be moving its way parallel up the eastern seaboard, as most of the coastal storms do. We have named this winter storm. It's called Cato, C-A-T-O, and it is expected to strengthen as it moves up the eastern seaboard. And with it, we are going to have some moisture, cold air with it, so we're going to have some snowfall. Now, right along the I-95 corridor from D.C. to Boston, pretty much right on the coast, not a whole lot of snowfall expected. We don't have any winter storm watches, warnings, or advisories posted right along or east of I-95. So if you live right on the I-95 corridor, expect to see some snow fall during the daytime tomorrow, but it really won't accumulate too much, especially on the roads, because the daytime highs today and yesterday have been so warm. It is going to take a while for that cold air to really penetrate and stay on the ground and everything. But places west of the 95 corridor, from the spine of the Appalachians and the Virginias going all the way into parts of New England and Maine, that's where we are going to see our heaviest snowfall. So areas just west of the major cities, anywhere between 3 to 6 to 10 plus inches of snow is expected. And main concerns are going to be from, again, the Virginias, the Shenandoah Valley, going right just west of D.C., Baltimore, Philadelphia, going into parts of Pennsylvania, the northern parts of New Jersey, going into New York, and then the western parts of Massachusetts. Those places in the central New England states, Connecticut going into Massachusetts and parts of New Hampshire, could see actually a foot of snow out of Winter Storm Cato. And this is all going to happen, unfortunately, tomorrow on Wednesday, the busiest travel day of the year, so not the best timing, obviously, right before Thanksgiving. However, it will be out of the area by Thursday morning, and for the Thanksgiving Day parade held in New York City every single year, it does look like it's going to be cloudy, but no snow falling for folks who are going to be out and about on the streets of New York City watching the parade on Thursday. So that is Winter Storm Cato for you. Watches, warnings are posted up for places west of 95, but places east of 95, don't expect a whole lot of snow out of this system. If you see any snow, mainly grassy surfaces, maybe 1-2 inches of snow, but it will be all gone by Thursday and Friday. So that is your Winter Storm Cato, and now over to the Mockingjay review. Hey everyone, so I hope you enjoyed my clip about Winter Storm Cato that I just did for all of you. It is going to be kind of just crazy mayhem and chaos out and about if you're traveling on Wednesday tomorrow. So hopefully, if you have gotten word of the storm coming into the Northeast, hopefully you are packing up and doing your traveling today a little bit earlier before all the wintry mess comes into the picture. But again, you can check out more of that on local TV stations and weather.com and other weather sites as well. So I wanted to just briefly talk about my trips to go see Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1, and oh my goodness, the movie actually did justice, and I thought it was very, very, very well played out. Jennifer Lawrence, Josh Hutcherson did an awesome job of acting, as they always do. Brings so emotion pretty much to the whole entire movie and the set, and they bring out their characters so well and everything. And Donald, who plays President Snow, also did a fantastic job, I thought, of doing his role in the movie as well. For folks who have read the book versus folks who haven't and gone to see the movies instead of reading the books, or whatever you folks do, in all honesty, I don't really get why they kind of split Mockingjay into two movies, probably more to make more money, obviously, but it's less than 400 pages long. It's not really that big of a book. However, there obviously is, the final, battle between District 13 and the Capitol. So they have to show that, obviously. And there actually are some cool things that go into the final battle and everything. And so I think that's why they wanted to split the movie into two parts. The first part, if you have seen it, you obviously know it's a lot of propaganda and just building up in anticipation to, obviously, part two. If you haven't seen part one, well, that's pretty much what part one is about. Pretty much all war tactics and what they want to do, and just trying to figure out everything on attacking pretty much the Capitol and everything. So if you haven't gotten to see it and you aren't really sure if you should or not, I honestly would suggest to go see it, just because if you have been following the actual series and movies, it would make sense to go see part one and then part two, and not to skip part one and just see part two. Because if you see part two, you're not going to necessarily get everything that is going on in part two versus, everything leading up to it that happens in part one. If you read the books and everything, I know the third book is not the best book out of the series, unfortunately. I found it a good book, but, obviously it's kind of just lagging a lot of specific details and everything. I don't know, just didn't bring out the whole pop like Catching Fire did, which was such an awesome book. But the first half of the book pretty much is what part one is about, and then obviously the battle scene with the Capitol will be in the part two book, or part two movie and everything. So that is my review on Mockingjay part one, so I would definitely go ahead and see that. I have seen it twice already, and I'm going to see it again at least 2 more times before it's all said and done and everything, and I can't wait until part two comes out next year, because that's going to be an epic movie. Probably one of the best movies probably ever put together by Lionsgate and the movie companies and everything. So it's going to be just an awesome thing to see next year. Katniss Everdeen just going all in for it and everything, and just killing off everyone with her awesome arrows and everything. So yeah, that is my review on Mockingjay, and I hope you guys enjoy part one as much as I did. Until next time, remember to keep your eye to the sky. Look out for the winter weather coming into the Northeast late tonight and going into Wednesday, and enjoy your Thanksgiving this year, and I'll be back with another video next week. Bye!